Um, did you guys hear the news? So just retweet this really quick. Yeah. I think Elon and Trump are not having a good time. I'm so excited. I'm just so happy. I'm so happy. There's a lot to talk about, and I typically don't stream. I have homework due right now. What am I doing? But God damn it! I just gotta show the world this, guys. I gotta show the world everything that I've been seeing so far. Um, it's so beautiful. How it feels trying to not to miss. So if you missed it, Elon and Trump are fighting. Elon tweeted that Trump's a little bitch, and Trump was like, "Oh yeah, you a bitch." And now they're fighting. The girls are fighting. It's a beautiful day to be alive. Um, who's gonna take care of Kanye? What happened to Kanye? This is the day I knew the relationship wouldn't last. Obviously, we all remember this day. Um, the lives of TikTok lady is being quiet on this, even though Trump just got called a pedophile. I think you should look into that, Miss. What's her name? Shia. No, nothing about Trump and Elon. Nothing about Trump. Oh, wait, wait, wait. Ah, no, it's not about. Eric Sobel just admitted the quiet part. If Kamala had won, the Democrats would have weaponized it just to, okay, so not about Trump being called a fucking pedophile by someone who worked closely with him. The Epstein angle was the shit I expected. I just wanted to react. I wanted to show the world this beautifulness that's happening. Um, Elon, I guess we should just start with like, let's go to Elon's thing right now, because I just feel like, um, I want to make sure I wasn't searching up anything crazy. Okay, cool. Oh yeah, this is awesome. I guess let's go down to where it even started. I mean, we just saw that Trump did a Epstein video, but Elon has been shitting on Trump all day today, and there's been a few back and forths. This was starting from, I think, this he had an interview where he talked about SpaceX and all that. So now as we go down, I think initially what Elon tweeted was Trump, his spending bill. Yeah, he's actually been saying a lot of stuff today. Um, Holy McMollies! I didn't realize how much he was just shitting. I think he was shitting on Trump, and then Trump, on typical, he came out and said, "Fuck you," like he typically does, which is fine. Um, that's sort of like expected with Elon and all them. Um, Trump is the type of guy, like, you say one bad thing about him, or you don't say one. Actually, if you say one thing that's not so favorable about the guy, he'll lose it. And it looks like that's all that happened, was that he just said, probably. I think that what sparked it was the interview. The interview where somebody asked him about the tariffs, and he was like, I don't want to talk about it. And then they talked about the reconciliation bill and how much he didn't like it, and it's probably going to affect people. It's going to add to the deficit, and that just you set Trump off. Now that big beautiful bill that he's been touting is, now he's got to throw you under the bus, and that's what's going to happen. And I know Elon's been pressuring people, like some Senate Republicans who are doubting the bill. He's saying, like, come on, what are you guys doing here? So now I think that just caused a lot of ruckus. And we've just been seeing him kind of shit posting for the past 6 hours, where he's just been tearing Trump a new one. Slim, beautiful bill for the win. Keep the EV solar incentive, cut the bill. So he's just been talking about the bill itself. False, the bill was never shown to me once. See, like, there's some back and forth already. This is like 7 hours ago, and obviously Trump is going to take this to heart. Like, he's going to. I can't believe the Republicans are extending the debt ceiling. No member of the Congress should be eligible. Yeah, see, like, he's just been kind of like tackling Trump on this, and Trump is not going to let it slide. And Trump responded, "What a waste of time by our president. Rather than making this about Eli, he's going to condition under the bill." Da, da, da. Yeah, yeah. Trump is just kind of a dumbass right now, attacking. Theoretically, you could have kept Elon to your side, and you lost him. And I think that's going to take a lot of people with him. Like, I'm seeing people like Fuentes, turn on Trump, which isn't the craziest. Fuentes isn't this guy with principles, but to see like this infighting, terrible for you and your party. Trump, I think, blamed the EV stuff, saying like, I told Elon no EV, and he left, and I kicked him out. Without me, Trump would have lost the election. Elon Musk retweeted this. the big ugly bill, like it just started getting worse. From 7 hours ago it was like, come on, big bill. Now it's like, you big piece of shit. Like, it's just straight up, well, the Senate is losing confidence in the bill. Kill Bill. Elon Musk reminded President Trump of his own words. I have a plan for to cut spending, increases, like that's retweeted by Elon. That's huge. This is me in 2021 talking about the get rid of all subsidies, which I'm not on Elon's side. I fucking hate Elon as well. But seeing these two fight is just glorious. You can't stop watching the girls are fighting. Um, where he's calling out Republicans. He's talking about the endless cycle of the out of control deficit spending. Um, don't make me pick between two of these idiots, please. Elon Musk is genuinely heroic. Like, he's just obviously tweeting stuff that suck him off, but this is huge to be like. This guy had a lot of. I wouldn't call like Republicans his strongest base. I think he had a lot of libertarians on his side. They're gonna be leaving Trump, or they might leave him. This would both end the International Space Station, so there's probably no way to save. He's the way to save our money. Terminate government subsidies. Eesh. He might terminate his stuff. He never asked me for a thing. I got rid of EV mandate. Everyone, thank you very much for your job. See, yeah, even Elon's like, what the hell happened to us? Yeah, that's fresh. He wanted to like cut his subsidies. That's gonna piss him off, and it did set him off. And then that's when Elon started like taking the Epstein route. Epstein tells people that he's a loner, man. He's never touched alcohol. And if you talk to Donald Trump, a different Epstein emerges. I've known Jeff for 15 years. Terrific guy. Trump booms from speakerphone. He's a lot of fun to be with. Trump has that past with Elon or with Epstein. Hard to ignore. And then you started seeing more of it. Trump's tariffs will cause a recession second half of the year. That's huge to admit that. Like 39 million people have seen this. Like this is going to be the biggest news. You're going to see this like hatred for Elon and people who were praising him. Then you see this like Epstein angle. Ew, that's bad. It never needed to be about Elon with Trump. It always about the deficit. See, I've seen this guy when he was debating Destiny. Um, I don't like this guy much. I do think honestly though his conversation has been some of the better that I've seen people argue with more left leaning people. Um, I feel like we still didn't come out of the conversation like knowing where he stands on stuff. Like I kind of do, but I just don't. Like I feel like the solutions were just never there. But that to say him being sort of like this Donald Trump and Elon fan, you can tell people like him are split. I mean, he instead of like taking a side, he straight up just said like this didn't need to get personal. This bill is gonna add to like there's just realities I feel like you can't ignore, and these people who I don't agree with, I feel like you've got to be super delusional to not see it. And if you're losing people like him, ugh. Elon criticized Trump personally. Trump criticized Elon first. Elon criticized Trump's bills first. They're sort of like playing this like, nah, it's okay, bro. Like, let's not fight. We can still turn this back. But yeah, just the girls are fighting. Also, UFC 316. I think it looks like a good card. I don't care what anyone says. This just looks great, and the whole like, oh hell yeah, Crash Bandicoot. Oh hell yeah. Can we pretend the airplanes in the night sky are shooting stars? I could use a wish. This is the best part. This is why I still have Twitter. This is the shit that I want to see. Um, God damn it! I really just want to see. Well, I need a window seat because this flower wilting. I don't know if there's even gonna be more. Your name is Elon. This is why I wanted to just react. I just wanted to see the internet. I just wanted to see the world talk about what's going on. Beautiful. AP history is going to be insane in 2100. How we recover. God, that is tough. I want to see more Elon stuff, man. What's going on? Why says Who says Cybertrucks can't go off-roading? Um, oh, that's got to be a joke, right? Like they're just kidding. Like that can't be real. Oh, that's funny. Okay. I want to see more. What's going on with. I think I even saw Stephen Miller. No, no, I think it was Steve Bannon who said that they were going to try to deport Elon. The big beautiful breakup. Uh, where are we at? You should have said sorry. Now we have to deport you back to South Africa. What a beautiful day. Well, even Verdict is jumping in on this. Whoa. Yeah, this is crazy. I even saw Tearsu talk about the whole Elon shit. Our country's better off with Trump and Elon working together. This is not good. Like, see, this is stuff I like to see. Like, what are they gonna say? Like, there's objectively like a right person. Elon is right. This is a shitty bill, even though his solution I don't agree with either. The big beautiful bill is going to add to the deficit. If the goal is not to add to the deficit, let's not add to the deficit. And if we want to help Americans, it's to expand stuff like Medicaid, Medicare, and not cut it or make it more efficient. Like, come on, guys. Let's be real. They're just cutting it. They have to find Medicaid numbers to cut, and they're gonna keep saying they didn't cut Medicaid, but they're gonna cut Medicaid. Like, that's what the bill's gonna do. Let's just be real here. D-Ban Trump should seize SpaceX and Elon Musk, an alien who deported immediately. Wow. Yeah, fuck Musk too, though. Like, the fucker was probably fondling children too. Fuck him and his fucking weird incubator fucking plan to rule the world. Fuck him. Are men too emotional for positions of leadership? Yeah, yeah. There's gonna be this sort of like Elon is gonna come back more left wing, try to get accepted. It's don't be surprised. Um, and there's probably gonna be some repercussions for Elon. There's no way they go unscathed. There's no way that like Elon is not gonna get some subsidies. His contracts. He's going to feel some wrath of Trump. Trump is very powerful. God damn it, Beast, get off my goddamn computer. So yeah, I just don't see a world where they don't fight. My name is Beast. I am a beast. My name is Beast. So yeah, I really thought I could. I was just so excited for. God, yes, Elon in a week. You're gonna see him just break the mold of the libertarian mindset. I just don't see a world where Elon has come out of this unscathed, and Trump is losing a lot of his power, or his base. I mean, when you see like him lose all these people, like we saw it with 2016 Trump. 2016 Trump lost people after people after people, and towards the end of his administration, it was a whole different group of people. I remember the press secretary had like 3 to 4 different people before we settled on one. I think it wasn't one guy, and then he just dipped. I can't remember the last press secretary. The whole like layoffs is insane in that administration. Till this day, people bring up the Biden, like that dude who has his hair like they're bald and like they stole from like a woman who got ousted. They were part of like the Department of Energy or something. They still show that photo. Like, dude, Biden had nowhere near this crazy amount of like layoffs. So I'm curious to see what happens now, but God, when he said the Epstein files, that's just one thing that pisses me off. You elected a pedophile, and then now you're like, guys, pedophile, he's so bad. Where the fuck were you when you were working to elect him? Because of the help of Elon, I'm definitely confident that you helped elect this guy. You bought a whole ass big internet website that everyone uses, big social hub, and now that you praise this guy, you don't think you got votes for him? Like, you helped him win. You even admitted it yourself. So for him to be like this is a big, it is a big news. So his base is usually like the Republicans and the conservatives are like holding their ears, saying like nah nah nah, nah about the whole Epstein stuff. You're hitting my mic. Um, Now like when someone just throws it in their face like this, that's powerful. Like Alex Jones saying like, God help us all. It's been known. Like everyone knew, they knew this, but like that just goes to show like that he didn't care. You think he cared about? Do you think they care about pedophiles and child? They don't give a fuck about child predators. They're child predators. They're fucking freaks. So when you see them saying this, like it was obviously known for years that they were fucking crazy like this. So no, no, we're not going to do this. We're not going to pretend that like he just dropped a big bomb. He maybe to his base who are just already hiding from news to begin with, but no, 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 no. They're all fucking freaks. It's a pity both sides can't lose. God, this is just a. Oh, I love today. 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 I mean, it's still a grim world we live in, but you know. It's better to know these idiots are fighting and not getting stuff passed, because that's the issue. I think a lot of people don't realize when Biden was president, there was a lot of like crap on him, and as I like that tweet, and it's fair, but I think there was I didn't recognize this. I didn't realize how a stable government should look like, because we had so much years of gridlock with Obama, and then with Trump, I just kind of thought that was normal to not be passing bills like he did. Like to have that like cooperation from the other aisle, I just thought like that's just a given. You're never going to get the Democrats to vote on something that you want. And now that you I saw someone with Biden who passed a reconciliation he passed the inflation reduction act, and then he did the chips act, and he did the second stimmy, and then you see these things and you go like, oh, like that's a cool thing to like, he was able to reach across the aisle. That's a president, right? Like I think it was Truman who would like pressure the fuck out of senators and be like, what the fuck, dude, pass this bill. That's a skill on itself. Like you don't have like, there's no world we live in, especially nowadays, where you're gonna get a full red or full blue office for long, right? Like at the very least, the Reds, there's gonna be a blue wave in this midterm, and especially with all this shit, there's no one who's happy right now. Like who's is this better? Is all of this like instability great? All this like big swings great? Like these, even if you agree with them, they are shaky. Your average normie isn't like, well, in 2 years the egg prices are no. They're thinking the same shit they thought when they voted for Trump back in 2024. That shit was rough. They wanted to get lower. The inflation was real from 2020s on. Like what do we do? And you got to look at these people and realize that they don't care about this, but I think it's something we should care about, that like Biden being able to work across the aisle was impressive. That's fucking incredible that he was able to get like the chips bill. We were able to get the infrastructure. Like those are bills that he got through. Like I look back like, fuck, we didn't realize how good we had it. And I think Biden was sort of like an enigma. Like I look at Obama and he had a lot of gridlock, and I don't know the full ins and outs of why he had a gridlock. But he still got stuff done, more so than the Republicans, it seems like, because Trump didn't get shit, and then second Trump is definitely like, if he can't get this bill with the full red, he's not going to get nothing passed. Like we're going to go to midterms, he's going to lose, and then he's going to have nothing. It's going to be a very, not say boring presidency, because you can see him still doing fuckeries with his administration and the executive orders, but you're just not going to see effective leadership, and he's going to blame the Dems, and you can blame them all day, but then I think as a smart voter, I would think the next person I vote for better be able to reach across aisles, work with people. I would love a Bernie Sanders, but can he get bills done? I hope so. I think so. But you do need that like oomph, that like a Clinton or a Biden had. It's they're not good presidents or perfect presidents, but I think they're better than the selection we have, and I think we can steer clear with them. So yeah, I just don't see a world where Trump gets anything done. He's just gonna blame people, and then I hope the American electorate will realize that like that's important to have stability, to have someone who's like consistent, to have someone who can reach across the aisle. Like Trump might be cool with his base, but Dems don't like him. So what? Fuck Dems. They're gonna stay. There's gonna be at least one Dem in Senate and Congress. We might as well work with them, right? Like that's the mindset. Like you can't get every Republican on board. That's a bad sign. You can't work with Democrats. That's not a great sign. But like you have to have some of those markers of like, if he can't even get his own people to pass this bill, Why is he leader? Why? Who is he leading? So, yeah. Um, yeah. Why he still work with him if he knew? Why? Without me, Trump, the left billionaires shouldn't be able to buy election centrists. Stop peddling conspiracy theories. Billionaires, like just straight up, just straight up. Every MAGA who bought a Tesla only lives. um, I do think Trump will turn on Elon at some point, and the crash hell will be fun to watch. Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, yep. These ways to save money in our budget, billions and billions of dollars, terminate Elon's government. Oh, that's so good. That's so good. Um, Tariff man or ketamine guy, you have to call it. This is such a beautiful day, and my dogs are just going crazy behind me. What a beautiful day. Scott Perry writes, call hostage. I wish I had a nickel for every time Freedom Caucus sounded an alarm. Nobody listened. Rip Scott voted yes for the bill. Bro, what the fuck? These people are terrible. Why do they do this? Like, why do people vote for them? Niche of the... Oh, cool. Thanks. I have fans. Yeah, I don't... I just wanted to, like, do a quick rundown of what's going on with the whole Elon Trump. There's not much to add to this. It's just sad, you know. I'm not surprised with this taco thing, Jerry, because you know you just don't want to switch this part. Yeah. I mean the whole like nobody believed this man was principled, but you know what? Weirdly enough, he gets fixated on things. He reminds me of like a child really fixated on things, and like what your point was beautifully put is that the guy flip flops so much on many things, and to believe that he had this sort of like principle, no, he just doesn't. He's there. The only thing I've seen him consistent on has been getting taxes cut for the top marginal tax rate lowered, and just in general like tax rates cut for wealthier people. We saw that with his tax policy act, with the estate tax cut. Like we saw that with his current big beautiful bill. Like that's the only thing I've ever seen him consistent on. And tariffs have been like this new fixation for him. This man was never principled. Like there was nobody ever on his side that he was like, I'm gonna put my neck out for them. He lost a lot of people in 2016 in his administration. He's losing a lot of people now. You're not looking at this guy like he's real with it. The only reason I say he's like real with his tariffs, yeah, he's more loyal to his wife. That's true. Like that's a character. That's a person. Like that's someone you like. This man. Sorry, my dogs are just going crazy behind me. This man. If Trump met my, say I have a kid, and I need to judge them on their character. If I hear that they had 5 ex-wives and they cheated 20 times, like I'm not gonna be like, oh, well, let's give him a chance. Maybe this time he'll be good. No, like. This is a bad person. When I heard that he buried his wife at his golf course, and then people have taken photos of the shrine left, like the tombstone left for his wife, it's disgusting. It's decrepit. It's not taken care of. That's a bad character. That's a guy who doesn't care about people. We saw with Mike Pence that he was so quick to throw him off the cliff, and he was so quick to say, "No, that's real." Yeah, he did. I remember seeing the photo. Trump ex-wife burial. It's at one of his places in New Jersey, something like that. Buried Trump in the golf club. This is. I'm sure I think they cleaned it up, but this was the initial photo. Let's see, because this is like a fact check right here. This is the photo that circulated that it was like decrepit. Oh yeah, it is true. Photos that circulated in August 2023 authentically showed Trump's burial site. In mid 2023, yeah, he's just not a good guy. I don't know. It just he's not a good character. He has no good policy. It was really hard to shit on the guy in 2016 when we really didn't know much about him, but post 2020 with the false elector scheme and all of his policies as it stands, he's just not an effective leader. And having him not be able to work with Congress and Senate made me realize that like we kind of just need this mundane like I want Biden back. Even though Biden was not great, I think having somebody who was able to pass the Chips Act and the Inflation Reduction Act, I'm like impressed now. Like holy shit, like this guy is now having infighting because of a bill with a whole red Congress and he still can't get it through. Like what the fuck? Um yeah, that's fair. I mean more so like I knew about it. I didn't vote for him. But in 2016 a lot of people were like give it a chance, right? I didn't agree with it. He's everything he said should have been a factor for people. But you, as like a human, you go like, you know what? I get it. You didn't you truly didn't know have any policy to work off of, right? Obviously, when someone says, "Hey, this guy who investigated the Central Park Five, this guy who got sued by the New York State government for his racist acts against black people, like black tenants. His father got sued for having like discrimination. They're breaking discrimination laws. I knew that, right? Even at like in 2016 when I was younger, I had the wherewithal to look into all this information. The issue is your normie voter, they did not. They never looked into stuff like this. And so it's unfortunate, and I'm hoping this changes, but with the normie American electorate, you're going to see stuff like this. Like the Doge stuff has been utterly disastrous. Like there's been no silver lining here. A lot of people we fired were trying to hire back. A lot of these cuts because of DEI were actually something more important. And these cuts are just going to get washed away anyway because the reconciliation bill is so big that it's just going to wash away any cuts that you made. And those cuts, to me, were not worth it or effective. And the measurement of why we were cutting one thing and not the other was just inconsistent, stupid. It sounded like just a guy typed in Control F and typed in diversity, and they cut like cancer research. Like it just everything that these like I had a coworker who, you know, had love for Trump, and then after the whole cancer research stuff, because we both worked in the grants administration field, we saw it in real time that like grants were being halted because of the Trump's act. Like those stuff is real everyday life. People are gonna be like, shit, do I vote for this guy? Donald Trump on his biopic does money when it's all the apprentice. We ever see clips of, and he looks like 20 Joker movie videos made by Trump. Showed his father treated him like shit. Yeah, you know it's fine. I didn't watch that one, but it's I imagine that his dad. Yeah, his dad was probably this like figure of like awful. I didn't know anything about his dad actually when I heard about the movie and when I heard about him as a whole. I knew his dad was kind of crazy. I mean, but he was like an old dude from like the 50s and shit. Like I never really I didn't expect much from that guy. Him just went down the wrong path with a corrupt lawyer, but I did say I'm not gonna lie, from the clips I saw in the movie I kind of sympathize with. Yeah, I mean, I think it's a fair feeling. I look at Trump and I do feel a sense of like he's a rich guy who only got elected because of his persona. Like he is a character, but it's sad that like you know this popularity contest gave this guy like you can tell in 2016 he did not think he was gonna win. Like when they won, they were in shock. He was not expected to win, and you gotta thank you know the craziness we've lived through that it really opened up a lot of eyes for people. But I think it's been my sympathy washes away for the guy when I just think about like he has effectively ruined a lot of our government. Like people, I don't know. I maybe I'm speaking this way too soon. I'm curious to what's gonna come when Biden won in 2020. I was thinking to myself like it's just gonna mean Trump wins in 2024, and I was thinking that a lot. I kept thinking that, and I thought, as time went on. Now I just don't even know how to. I don't even know how to see this. Yeah, I mean, I still don't like Elon overall. Like I always looked at him like I see him as somebody who. Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, yeah. It's hard because when I hear the stories about him, he sounds like he's pretty good in his field when it comes to like SpaceX. Like I'm really thankful for SpaceX, not as a whole, but I like the idea that we're like fun. Like when I think about how NASA got all its cuts, and then you have a space nerd come in, like you can tell he did really good with the SpaceX stuff. Like people respect him for that, or at the very least the Starlink stuff. and I think his going into the government is weird. Um, it sounded like a guy who was out of his bounds, and yeah, I don't know. I guess I'm right now. I'm a little like I'm seeing all the stuff about him posting about like Trump and Epstein stuff. I don't know if you saw, but he was posting about like, hey, Trump was on the Epstein list. That's why it hasn't come out. That's like a real verbatim tweet from Elon that just happened a few hours ago. And yeah, yeah, what he's trying to accomplish with putting chips in people's brain, electric cars, 1980s, yeah, I think I am very much in the side of like I'm a sciencey. I myself am not a STEM person, but I like the thought of us investing. Like we should have leadership looking into EVs. We should have leadership looking into the SpaceX stuff. Like I said, the idea of like cutting NASA always rubbed me the wrong way. Like we should have investments in technologies. Like that's usually when the world advances. But the thing that really irked me was just right now that hit me when he was tweeting about Trump saying like Trump's a pedo. Dog, you still rode with him. Like did you just find this out now? Like you're a smart guy. And he was tweeting about like Trump was on Epstein, da 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 da. That didn't just happen. That happened like some 25 years ago. I think he was on the Epstein list, or that infamous video of him like with Epstein when he's like touching that girl's butt. Um, yeah, it just made me sick, like to my stomach, thinking like, why did you ride with him and now you see it as not advantageous? Now you gotta disassociate with him. It's very interesting how SpaceX is a lot cheaper to maintain than NASA, but it's also more profitable than NASA. Or maybe Republicans were right. It was about the private sector being more efficient than the government. Yeah, it could be. I always think about like what is what's a good like public versus private sector. I think so far we've seen it pretty well done with like um, the car industry. I think that's the usual go-to. People will say like car industry being private. Like we've seen for the longest time some pretty decently priced cars. I don't know the numbers to this exactly. I mean, I always hear that's like the example. Um, I didn't know, I don't know much about how SpaceX is a lot cheaper to me. I have no clue. Because I always heard that NASA's budget was like in that 1 percentile. Like it was never big. I could be wrong. I think maybe during the space race, but yeah, I could see it being something more, more profitable in the private sector. And I like SpaceX. There is complaints. I have a friend who is a astrophysicist who says that SpaceX has been kind of annoying for him. Um, Not as just SpaceX themselves, but just like a lot of satellites are being sent into space, and it's been disrupting his research. Um, how true it is, I have no clue. Like I can't cite any. This is just something he told me in passing when we were having beers. Like I I don't know. I'm not an astrophysicist, but I think the overall SpaceX is probably a better outcome than other departments and agencies. You know, anyone's company brought those people back who were so. Oh yeah, I heard about that, and I never looked into it, but I remember when they brought them back to space, they were there for like 6 months, right? Ugh, I can't remember. Yeah, so there's definitely positives. I think he's definitely a more he has a lot of potential, but he did get Trump, like he helped Trump get elected. Like that to me, I'm just disgusted that like we even got this far. And we saw it in real time that like a billionaire can just buy a website like Twitter and sway people's minds. Like I saw it in real time. I've been big on Twitter since it came out. Like I've had Twitter since like 2012. I think sooner. I had another account that I just never used. But I remember I saw it in real time that like Twitter became this weird ass cesspool, and it still sort of is. I think right now, like I'm still on it because it's funny, like seeing everyone's reaction with the Trump stuff. Like that's why I started streaming today. I was like, I need to see what the tweets are today. I need to see what's everyone, what's everyone posting, and it's just been banger after banger. So that's why I'm still here. God, Elon Trump. Um, but I'm curious. My biggest thing is the reason I wanted to stream today was I wanted to see everyone's reaction. Like I want to see these people where I always see Elon as having a big fan base of like libertarians who are center left, center right, and Trump having this more hardcore Republican base. But even himself, Trump is a very unique Republican. Where like I think if he dies tomorrow, Republicans are going to follow him. It's going to be a limbo, right? I think he's such a unique voice that people who've never voted. I know like 10 people who've never voted who voted for him because he was such a unique non-politician figure. What happens to the Republican Party when he leaves? I don't know. But I'm curious because now I'm seeing people like Dinesh D'Souza, who went to my school when I was in college. I've seen him talk live. Super Republican, super hardcore right-winger, but he's also a Trump alliance guy. He got pardoned by Trump. Um, So like when I see like tweets like this, is this some sort of perverse scheme to force the release of Epstein files? How great is it? How great would it be to have a horde of bad guys publicly exposed? Then Trump and Elon break out the champagne. Elon says, "I told you I could get the Democrats to scream for that list." Like this is such a like you're bending over backwards so crazy, dude. You think Trump and Elon are pretending to fight online to then release the Epstein list when in reality you just know that like Trump has been friends with Epstein for so long. Like no one should be surprised that he's on this list, which again Elon says he is, and to many that's a shock. Like they would be shocked, but to me and like most likely you know like he's been crazy. I honestly don't think cult is the appropriate word to call Trump supporters. It's just this Trump supporters have a big and emotional connection. Yeah, I agree. I don't know if I use the word cult. A way that compared to looks to you, I don't know as your friend. Yeah, no, I think you hit it on the dot. Is that like Trump is like people connect. My coworker who never voted, she told me her first election was 2016. And then 2020 she voted for him again, and then 2024 she voted for him, and every single time she was like, I never voted for people before. Something about him got me out. Like he has that charm. He has that like je ne sais quoi that people like about him. But I think those are real people. When I see someone like a Dinesh D'Souza saying that like this is all some sort of ploy to get the Democrats aren't in power right now. So for them to play this like 3D chess of like let's bring this is a Trump this is a Trump unique situation we're in where the Epstein files they have not been released yet, or the information we've seen being released has already been out there. Most people know that Trump would be on this list. If there's some detail that hasn't been released to the public, that we haven't found in court filings, that we haven't found in these subpoenas, I would be shocked if Trump is not on this list of any sorts, any association. We've already seen that he is associated. So I just don't even know what the mindset is with some of these people who are both Elon Trump fans. Like I'm curious to see where, and I think we're seeing it real time when someone like a Dinesh D'Souza, again, he has an allegiance to Trump. Trump pardoned him. I would forever be grateful for a person to pardon me. But I'm sure he feels politically more aligned to like a libertarian left wing or center right, like a Elon. So I've seen so far people have been kind of bending over backwards. I saw that I don't know if you've ever seen the End Wokeness account. They've just been completely like silent on this until one tweet ago they said like, oh guys, we should not be fighting. We love each other. Like I don't know how they're going to continue without Elon. It's going to be a weird world without Elon, because right now I feel like Elon has been crucial for Doge, crucial for Trump and his like his lefts, his EV and all that. Can you imagine if your friend told you that every expert was lying to you, or journalist was lying to you, and their friend was innocent, that friend was trying to help you, and all the other people were just trying to sabotage him? What would you do? Yeah, I don't know. That I think that's a really good question, and I just don't. I'm curious to see what this brings out. Alpha males Elon Musk. Jesus Christ. Yeah, I mean we'll see. I know Shia Ratchik. She does the Libs of TikTok account. She's been silent on this whole thing. Even seeing this, like I've just been seeing a lot of people tweeting about this whole situation. I haven't seen anyone like, I don't know. I feel like I'm not seeing concrete. I stand with Elon. I stand with Trump. I think I see a lot of middle, and that's going to cause a big ruckus. Like I think people are still going to support Trump. I mean, because he's president, and obviously he garnered that fan base himself. But Elon's going to take some people with him. I don't see a world where he doesn't. Democrats will never weaponize the Epstein allegations because Bill Clinton was there too. I mean, yeah, I think the Democrats don't, then it's clear that they're just scared of. But like Clinton isn't president. Clinton hasn't been president since the '90s. Like, does he even have a say in the party anymore? Like, I'm sure they're scared to like offend their friend, but like, there should be a new batch of Democrats in office right now. Hillary lost. She hasn't had any power since the Obama administration. Biden is brain dead and gone. Who's running the Democrat Party right now? I don't know. And will they run to the end zone with the Epstein shit? I hope, because like, yeah, just do it. Like, make call their bluff. Call the bluff of the Epstein list. I just don't think people will. I hope. I want them to. I want them to like make this a bigger thing. I want it to be, um, I want it to be like the hill they die on. You know, play this political game. But we'll see. I'm gonna be ending stream soon because I gotta get homework done. But before I do, we gotta end this on a good note. Let's see what's going on with the Pacers and Thunder. Let's see, baby. Let's see. Okay, that's it's too early. But yeah, thank you. Please follow and give me a chance. And I love you, love you, love you. I gotta go do homework. Peace out.